Weiter!
Professor Mann, sein Röhm?
Ja.
Folgen Sie mir bitte. Professor Mann und Dr. Röhm. Ein Hitler. Was haben Sie denn daran?
Ihre Schals und Ihre Schneeschuhe.
Ja, das sind die Seekarten mit der eingezeichneten Route, die Sie gewünscht hatten.
Aber das hat keine Eile. Erlauben Sie mir, Major Dieter Knecht vorzustellen? Professor Mann? Fräulein Röhm?
Dr. Röhm.
Da haben Sie vollkommen recht. Man sollte stets korrekte Umgangsformen wahren. Davon haben Sie ja reichlich, wie mir scheint.
Sagen Sie, was genau interessiert denn die SS an unserer Expedition? Kann ich da irgendwie weiterhelfen?
Oh, wir wollen nur unsere Landsleute gebührend verabschieden, das ist alles. Sicher gehen, dass Sie eine gute Reise haben.
Warum setzen wir uns nicht? Und trinken ein kaltes Bier zusammen?
Welch ein Abenteuer auf Sie wartet.
Ich würde ja keinen Fuß an Bord dieses Schiffes setzen. Nicht für alles Bier in Deutschland. Zum Wohl.
Werden Sie sich da oben nicht einsam fühlen?
Wir werden genug zu tun haben.
Und abends?
Ach, wir haben genug Arbeit, um uns auch abends zu beschäftigen.
Da siehst du's, Dieter. Nicht jeder ist wie du.
Du hast absolut recht. Ich entspanne mich abends gerne. Genieße gutes Essen, höre Musik.
Marschmusik?
Um Gottes Willen, nein. Beethoven. Oder Cäsar Frank. Gerade gestern war ich im Konzerthaus und habe sein Konzert für Cello und Piano gehört. Ihr Bruder ist sagenhaft.
Ihr Bruder ist Musiker?
Ein Cellist. Einer der besten.
Allerdings.
Welch eine Bogenführung. Mit einer solchen Sensibilität. Fast feminin. Sie müssen sehr stolz auf Ihren Bruder sein.
Ja, sehr.
Er weiß alles, dieser Knecht.
Wohl sein.
Professor Winter and Dr. Waterspoon.
Oh, show me. How do you do?
How did you?
There's some grudge against old Neville?
The other man won't mobilize, damn it. And my men are getting restless. This uncertainty is in danger of breaking their spirit before the war's even begun.
Since when was war soothing for the nerves?
Well, if a man knows what is waiting for him, he can always prepare.
How does one prepare for a bullet in the head?
And don't talk about heads. Could I get a drink?
Help yourself. Late night.
I can't remember. I think so.
I assume we're not here to cure Terence's hangover.
No, quite right. Look, something awful has happened. The Duke of York might not come
What are you talking about?
to your send-off dinner. And the worst of it is we won't know for sure. I mean, he might pop up at the last moment, but what good does that do me then? The seating arrangements have to be presented this evening. Now, the problem is that the German ambassador wants to present you with a commemorative plaque of Wegener to take along with you. But I can't reasonably put him next to Lady Morris and then consign the Duke to a seat next to a lowly knight, if he even turns up, that is.
Why don't you ask Terence to speak to him? You know all that lot, don't you? That reptile in the green outfit that you were all over yesterday? Doesn't she work at the German embassy?
What? Oh, yes. Was I all over her? Was it awfully unpleasant?
She looked the way embassy staff usually do. Politely interested.
På ska man livet ur mig.
För att det skulle överraska dig.
Vad fin. Har du stickat den?
Mm.
Älskade syrra.
Tack. Varsågod.
Ja, den här behövde jag verkligen.
Jag trodde det.
Mm. Ja, nu tar vi det här. Ni är så noggranna här på institutionen.
Jag läste i tidningen att er ryske kapten blev uppäten av en isbjörn.
Ja, du får en norrman istället.
En norrman?
Det blir en sabla röra. En tysk expedition på ett svenskt skepp, norsk skipper, rysk besättning och engelska deltagare. Noaks ark på äventyr i ishavet.
Det är väl ingenting att skoja om.
Jag är försäkrad.
Ska du med en där till?
Isbjörn. Vad säger du om det här då? En elektronisk sekvensdetonator som kan ställas ner till 20 sekund. Signerad Gustav De Geer.
Och vad ska den vara bra för?
Om man vill spränga en stor bergsluttning och alla laddningar detonerar samtidigt. Ja, då får du ett grusslag. På mitt sätt faller materialet som en lavin och blottar en ren bergssida med massa vackra fossiler. Geologer vill ha det fridligt runt omkring oss.
Men Gustav, titta hur du ser ut. Du vill packa ner något snyggt på kvällen i alla fall.
Ja, en tröja.
Din smoking, det var väl tjusig ombord på en båt.
Romantisk menar du?
Men vad skulle det vara för fel med det i så fall?
Sofie, det finns en kvinna ombord. Hon är vetenskapsman precis som alla andra.
Men hur gammal är hon? Vad heter hon? Är hon gift kanske?
The weather's so strange here. Just a couple of minutes ago it was snowing.
Извините, пожалуйста, я не понимаю, что вы сказали. Только русский. Свободно заходи!
Thank you. Just in time. Just that.
Excuse me. Well, lady, gentlemen, I now declare Expedition Wegener as launched. We will find out and prove this great German right. Oh, on the floor.
You must,
Very good start.
You must excuse my ignorance, but who is this Wagner?
Wegener. He died 9 years ago during a rescue mission at a weather station in Greenland.
He's the man behind the theory of continental drift.
If we can find the same amounts of anthracite.
And what's anthracite?
The highest metamorphic form of coal, a hard carbon-rich rock.
And the basement of the Carboniferous is Devonian.
Of course. I read about that stuff every night.
If we can detect that, or fossils similar to those found on Greenland, I'll show you. Like Harry Tombs here, and a Nicholas.
Maybe this is more understandable, Captain. Wegener asserted that 300 million years ago, all the continents were joined together in one single landmass, like this. This enormous continent floated on top of a softer layer of rock and moved around the Earth until it finally broke up into the pieces we recognize today. Africa, Asia, something like that. Australia.
Yeah, and still we just fight and fight over these pieces of land.
Hopefully we can prove they were once connected 300 million years ago.
It would completely change what we know about the position of the continents.
A fantastic theory, don't you think?
What's so fantastic about that? If I have to navigate around a reef, I prefer to know its present position. Vad fan gör det svenska på samma sådana snarare?
Gemensamma intressen?
Det var därför vi upplöste unionen med Sverige också.
Excuse me, what was that about?
Just a little common sense for a change.
If the world was once one great mass of land, what Professor Wegener called Pangaea, that would mean that we all share the same origin, don't we?
Does that include us Jews as well?
You know what they say? We all descend from the stars.
Very romantic.
And perhaps very true.
I hear the Führer has an interest in horoscopes.
Oh, that is not true.
Have you met him?
Oh, yes, a couple of times. He's very funny.
Funny in what way?
He's entertaining, amusing. He imitates people and tells stories.
I'll bet he does.
Well, you don't know him. I read the foreign papers too. Always with a picture of him screaming and shouting with that mad look on his face. I mean, he's not like that at all. He's circumspect and full of secrets and visions.
Just like the blue sky.
You don't know that, Martin.
What's so wrong with yearning for the blue sky? The Führer gives us hope. And something to dream about.
What do you believe, Gustav?
Oh, Well, as a Swede, I'm neutral.
Well, that presumably makes you the most dangerous person in this room.
Look, we're professional scientists on a mission. Let's not spoil the atmosphere. Remember what Goethe said? Das Leben ist so kurz, keinen Wein zu trinken.
That's not correct. What Goethe said was, das Leben ist viel zu kurz, schlechten Wein zu trinken. That's a big difference.
Excuse me. I think I'll get some fresh air.
Sorry, I didn't mean to frighten you.
Polar bear.
They really are terrifying beasts.
Indeed they are.
I think that the winter was quite hard on you.
Well, he's right in a way, I suppose. My father was a diplomat, so I've had my share of fancy words.
Is he dead?
No, he's still a diplomat. We just don't associate anymore. Do you get along well with your parents?
They died in an accident.
Sorry.
I was 6, my brother was only 3. We grew up with our grandmother in Lindau. She passed away last year. She was very unprecedented, is that the word?
Exceptional, yes.
She was all by herself. My grandfather died just after my father was born, so I never met him. She said he was a very funny man. He played the cello. Well, now my brother plays the cello too. Even looks a bit like him.
That's nice.
My brother's name is Herman. Do you want to see a picture of him?
Ooh, please.
Beethoven, of course. All Germans listen to Beethoven.
Not only Germans.
Have I put my foot in it?
Oh, no. No, thank you.
You afraid to catch something? I never would have jumped such a thing when I was studying rock samples at Eton. You studied at Uppsala, right?
That's right.
Is that how you pronounce it? Uppsala?
Nearly. Uppsala.
Uppsala. How'd you say welcome to Uppsala?
Välkommen till Uppsala.
Välkommen till Uppsala!
Could easily pass for a Swede.
Good. That's important. We're all going to be citizens of the world, Gustav, in this new Pangaea. Välkommen till Uppsala!
Watch out for the sharks, Dr. Röhm.
There aren't any sharks up here.
But keep your eyes open for the polar bear. I asked the captain to put the crew on guard, so make sure that you always walk on the right side of them.
That's really inappropriate behavior. For the first day of expedition.
That's quite enough.
Gentlemen, please. Can you please listen for a short while? In this abandoned mine shaft, they found anthracite in the carboniferous beds. Our today's task will be to find some nice fossils. Dr. De Geer, as our explosive expert, will conduct the necessary blast to expose the area down to the Devonian beds. Well, any questions? Okay, so let's go to work. Who was it?
How's it going?
It was,
He is a naughty child.
No, it was actually Laney.
Hvor vil du at mannskapet skal begynne å bore? Vadim?
Tanken är att vi ska frilägga 3 fot från den västra delen av klippan där. Börja på toppen med 500 grams laddningar på 2,5 fot med 25 fots mellanrum. Och detonationssekvensen ska ligga på 4 laddningar, 5 sekvenser inom 1 sekund.
Понимаешь что?
Понимаешь что?
Mina egna kör varsågod.
Cool. Are you well?
Everything's fine.
I mean, the landscape is fantastic. Have you ever been at the Allgäu?
The where?
Allgäu. You know Allgäu? It's up on the slope, the cliffside. 4 levels.
Is the area cleared?
All clear!
Not very promising.
We just started. Patience, my friend. Patience.
Извините. Kapitan, хочет поговорить с вами. I'm sorry? Captain wants to speak to you.
What I am about to say must not leave this shore. I don't want the crew to know. I have some very bad news. This morning at 4:45, Germany invaded Poland.
We were attacked.
You knew about this?
Yes, sir. Berlin informed us this morning.
Then why all this mystery making?
It's not my duty to inform British citizens about Germany's internal affairs.
Oh, internal? Don't worry. I imagine the world can keep a secret.
I sworn the wireless operator to secrecy.
Why?
Because some of the crew have relatives in Poland, and I don't want them worrying about something they can't do anything about.
So where do we go from here? Cancel the expedition?
No. For sure not.
Scientists, not politicians. What we do for mankind. This doesn't affect us or our task.
But it does, Gustav, it does. It's exactly why our work is important. But I agree. Abandoning ship won't solve matters.
I'll go along with that.
Gentlemen, I'm very proud to be part of this group of scholarly scientists that are able to rise above human trapezes. Let the expedition live, right?
Peter Drivers. Kapitan.
Спасибо. Gentlemen, we just got a fresh ice report. Slowly building up from the north. So we will immediately set course for Nordöstlandet.
Yes.
Och det tar 2 dagar?
Ja, hvis vi har isen på vår sida.
Ich habe leider sehr schlechte Nachrichten. Dein Bruder wurde gestern von der Gestapo verhaftet. Das ist bestimmt ein Missverständnis. Mein Schwager arbeitet bei der Gestapo. Vielleicht kann er helfen.
Look diligent. Be hard.
How's Lenny?
She has quite a rather bad cold, I'm afraid.
Well, please give him my kindest Gesundheit, will you?
I will. She'll be very glad, I'm sure.
How is your Russian?
Sorry, I didn't mean to.
The Germans are hosting a dinner. Black tie.
Black tie.
What, you didn't bring one?
No. I mean, yes, as a matter of fact, I did. My sister persuaded me to bring one.
Gustav, you look very handsome.
Shall I park your car, sir?
I thought the penguins are at the South Pole.
Your days are numbered, Martin.
I'm sorry, I thought they said black tie, but my German's a bit rusty.
I'll drink to you, Gustav. At least there's someone on board with a touch of class. And you turn out to be Swedish. My compliments. Does that outfit come with a hat?
Perhaps I should go and change.
You'll do nothing of the sort. Shame on you all. I'd be very flattered to accompany this gentleman to the table, if you'll have me.
I
I'd be honored.
If you don't mind, Captain.
One should not desire the stars. One should just take pleasure in their beauty, please.
Goethe?
Always Goethe.
Gustav, joking aside, you look stunning. And I'm grateful of any effort to take this castaway society above the native standard. Your health.
I'm still curious about that hat.
Friedrich?
Oh, yes. Gentlemen, Leni, I'm very proud to announce that Berlin decided to make the participants of this expedition honorary citizens. Martin, meinen herzlichen Glückwunsch. Ich freue mich sehr. Congratulations.
Did you run out of gold-plated Stars of David?
Well, fellow citizens, welcome to Berlin.
Thanks, John.
Yeah. And now we will have a wonderful classic German dinner with bratwurst and sauerkraut, accompanied by some typical German beer. I'm sure you will like it.
Looks wonderful.
Der Mond ist aufgegangen, die goldenen Sterlein prangen am Himmel hell und klar. Der Wald steht schwarz und schweiget, und aus den Wiesen steiget der weite Nebel wunderbar.
Meine Brüder,
Don't you think that this would be an easier way, Professor Mann?
Excuse me? I don't understand you, Captain.
No, I mean instead of conquering the world country by country, which must be rather tiring in the long run, you could make us all honorary citizens, no?
Is there any way of creating a new world other than fighting for it?
Against whom?
The others, of course.
Ah, them.
The world is about to change, whether you like it or not. People from all over Europe that have been bullied for decades by cynical politicians will rise up and join us in the march against hypocrisy.
Now, you see, that's your hypocrisy. Human beings aren't capable of marching in step with their own conscience.
Are you trying to say that the German people have no conscience?
Enough. Martin, remember, we're all Berliners now. Gustav, sing us a Swedish song.
Oh, yes, please do.
Please.
I really don't have much of a singing voice.
No, neutrals usually don't have a voice at all.
Да.
Извините, капитан, я думаю, что вы хотите увидеть вот это.
Let's get some fresh air.
Well, that mustard was really something.
Thank you.
Look.
Don't worry. It's my father's graduation ring from university. He was so proud of it. It's actually all I've left of dear father. After his death, it was given to Herman, and when I was to enter this expedition, Herman gave it to me. I wonder if misfortune gets passed on. Should I bring the dessert?
England and France have declared war on Germany.
We've become enemies just before the dessert.
Not a great surprise. Still, I was hoping.
I'll be in my cabin.
Der Mensch ist nicht geboren, frei zu sein. Right, Captain?
Very true. Very true indeed.
Excuse me.
I'm so very sorry. I was in Bidford, in the south of England, celebrating my 40th birthday when the last war was declared. I was really too old to enlist, but I felt I wanted to contribute in some way. So I managed to persuade them to have me and spent the next 3 years digging trenches outside Liège. Some contribution. With only days left of the war, we attacked a small airport at Herstal. After a few hours, it was captured. Some of the pilots got away in their airplanes, and one of them dropped his one and only bomb on my little hometown of Bidford, which had been completely spared until then. Michael was 2 days from celebrating his 11th birthday when the bomb hit him. 13 days before the armistice. The pilot who dropped the bomb was shot down and captured. He lost both his legs and stayed on in Bidford as a translator for German plays. He's a very nice man.
What about your wife?
Susie was 36 when it happened. She was badly traumatized and sent to an institution. She hasn't spoken since.
Terrible story.
Yes. But still just the same as millions of others. Some much more sinister and painful. Though I certainly brought it upon myself.
What could you have done?
That is exactly the question. Should I have refused to participate at all? Should we have left the airport in peace that awful day? But then they might have dropped a bomb on someone else's son. A weight off my shoulders, but difference would it have made for mankind?
So, what can we do?
Follow our hearts and put our faith in God.
Do you really believe in God?
Someone has to. And I'm old enough. We'll all be contacted by our respective governments, I suppose. Now you're overdressed.
Excuse me, would you please be so kind to come to the laboratory immediately, if it's possible?
Where's Lenny?
In her cabin. She is very upset. Gentlemen, I have the sad duty to inform you that our expedition Wegener is now at an end. Berlin has ordered us to assist the German Navy. A military unit is passing through our waters, and they want us to prevent a British battleship from attacking it.
How?
I will come to that. Gustav, you see, we need your help as an explosive expert.
Or do you want a Swede to kill for Germany?
No one is going to get killed. On the contrary, you could save more than 1,000 German lives, Gustav.
Just by blocking the British?
Correct.
How?
I need your answer first.
I thought we agreed that scientists should stay out of politics.
I mean, this is not a question of politics. This is a question of saving lives.
It's still a military operation.
I know that, but what can I do? My hands are tied. I receive my orders just like you probably will.
I hope you understand that as British citizens, we can have no part in this.
Martin, I am disconsolate. I hope you understand. Well, Dr. de Geer?
Martin?
Is there war? But your life?
I have to think this over.
Think fast. And gentlemen, I have to ask you all to stay in your cabins henceforth. Once again, I don't know what to say. I mean...
Can I speak with you a moment?
Yes, sure.
Heil Hitler.
Are you kidding? What kind of kidding is that?
Will you help us?
Lenny, I am. This is military business. I'm a neutral Swedish citizen.
If you don't, they will bring Herman in again and send him to a concentration camp. He's a homosexual. They're not asking you to go to war, just to save 1,000 human lives. Don't you love me?
This has nothing to do with love. It's an act of war.
Don't let them take my brother away.
Sorry.
England for many years. We are many and we are well organized.
I don't know what to say.
Just let me help. I'll get the operator to wire Berlin. You can verify this right now. Взять спелым. Это крайняя необходимость.
Сначала это надо увидеть капитану и профессору Ману. Я уверен в том, что вызрывать работу здесь неподалеку.
Покажи мне.
Я выполняю приказы только моего капитана.
Все, что касается корабля, касается меня.
Траесменцы идут вода, топить.
Friedrich, something terrible has happened. He was sending messages to Polish partisans. I know Morse, you know. He must have suspected something because he came at me with a knife.
But you killed him!
I fought him for it, and yes, it was awful. We need to get rid of him. Shut the door.
Dr. Waterspiel, you can't throw that poor man overboard. I mean...
He's going to turn the entire crew against us. Haven't you seen the way they lurk around, gossiping? Help me, Friedrich!
We'll fill the blanket with rock samples. Don't hold on to the blanket, hold on to his leg. Get his boots and the blanket will take care of itself.
Listen to me. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get all the details from Berlin. I'm going to give the Captain our new course. See to it that Martin stays out of this. What I need you to do. What I need you to do is bring Lenny up to speed. Can you do that?
Yes. I'll do that.
Got a very reliable friend here.
Terrence ist verrückt. Und ich gebrauche dieses Wort nicht leichtfertig. Dieser Mann ist wirklich verrückt. Er spricht gerade mit Berlin.
Worüber?
Keine Ahnung.
I need to speak to Professor Winter, please.
Контакт с заключенными запрещен. Приказ доктора Вотаспуна.
Is that you, Gustav? There's a man on guard out here. Oh. Friedrich and Terrence have killed the radio officer.
Контакт с заключенными запрещен.
What?
А ну вон отсюда! Приказ доктора Вотаспуна.
He was trying to get the captain on our side. How? Drive him. Threaten the bastard. Do whatever it takes.
Das ist ein Albtraum, wir werden sterben, egal was wir tun. Entweder als menschliche Wesen oder als Marionetten. Was ist schlimmer?
Bitte, Lini, jetzt beruhige dich doch. Ich meine, was sollte ich denn machen? Ich wollte doch nur das Richtige tun.
Was du das Richtige tun willst, heißt den Leuten zu helfen, die meinen Bruder umbringen wollen.
Aber Major Knecht hat mir sein Ehrenwort gegeben.
Was ist das Ehrenwort von so einem Verbrecher wert?
Leni, wir müssen doch unseren eigenen Leuten vertrauen.
Wirf deine Nazis nicht mit meinen Leuten in einen Topf.
Das sind nicht meine Nazis! Leni, bitte.
Es tut mir leid, ich weiß. Was Gustav von Terrence?
Ach, Gustav, dieses Muttersöhnchen, sitzt mit verschränkten Armen in seinem Elfenbeinturm und tut nichts. So ein Mensch ohne Gefühle, ohne Ziele, ohne Meinung. Glaubst du wirklich, dem kannst du vertrauen? Das ist genauso, als wenn du bei aufkommendem Sturm nach einer amputierten Hand greifst.
Friedrich?
Helvete! Trodde du var polygaren din?
Jag tror du hatar nazisterna.
Jag har inte råd till någon moral med den länna mig.
Vad kostar samling? Vi behöver dig. Telegrafisten är mördad.
I had no idea about this. I swear on my languishing liver.
Why, Terrence?
The world is bigger than a pile of rocks.
У него пистолет.
Some neutral Swede you turned out to be.
I know nothing of this.
Shut up! Lock them both up. In their cabins.
Что сказал? Бери его.
Don't you feel bad about Martin?
I've always felt bad about Martin.
Раздел еду на всех.
Так, шеф.
Смотри, я нашел у него в кармане.
Stefan?
Вот что думают про тебя отрядянные русские! Давай, давай, давай! Быстрее!
Probably best if you keep this door closed.
Сюда!
Gustav, it's me, Nanny. Gustav, you must understand. I have to protect the family I already have. Gustav? Are you all right? Gustav, I'll get Friedrich to let you out. You smiled earlier tonight. He's very wrong.
Jetzt beruhige dich
Ich soll mich beruhigen.
Leni, bitte, jetzt hör mir mal zu. Jetzt hörst du mir mal bitte zu! Dr. Waterspoon caught Dr. de Geer as he was trying to create mutiny amongst the crew. He just locked him up. Why question that?
In Ruhe! Gustav?
I haven't touched Dr. de Geer.
Hva du trenger. Se her. Russisk rådgiv. Det er piss oppi der, men... Tenker jeg gjøre? Nei, jeg vet da faen. Jeg fikk en ny kurs akkurat rett før de slag meg inn her. Få se. En ting av gangen. Du vet vel hva finnene sier for noe? Hvis hverken badstue, tjære eller sprit hjelper, er ikke døden langt borte. Ah.
Can I go out and play now?
Have you seen Gustav?
You mean you've actually left a geologist unguarded?
You don't understand this, Martin.
You're absolutely right, Terence. I don't.
I'm so very sorry, Martin, but...
Så her har vi noe flere etter den gamle kapteinen. Han var bare en liten tass. Tass? Ja, en liten kille og knapt nok en munnfull for isbjørn. Kom igjen, kom igjen! Sjømann et gjennom mørket folkefær.
You old soak.
He who wants to frighten the devil has to shout out loud.
You behave now.
Det der er en gammel mateis. Forrige kapteinen foretrakk tydeligvis å spise alene. Det kan jeg godt forstå. Russe jævlig.
Vært bedre?
Byssa ligger rett under her, og et dekk lenger enn det så har du maskinrommet.
Приятелям спрячиться на полубье в такую погоду. Журавлёщица. Стреляйте, если нужно.
Точно!
Сюда в Австрии.
Видите здесь?
Not something I'm proud of.
Why did you kill the wireless operator?
That's wrong. I'm on your side, right? The wireless operator wouldn't cooperate when we took over the boat.
Like many of the crew, his family live in Krakow. Krakow that's just been taken by Germany. You may be unaware, but he was in constant contact with Polish partisans for the last few days. Suppose he told the rest of the crew that we are trying to save the same soldiers who have been terrorizing their families. How do you think the three of us would fare then? 3 of us against 12 armed Russians.
Lee, I don't like it any more than you do. But he's right, you know?
Perhaps you prefer it if we contacted Berlin and informed Major Knecht that you refuse.
I will not go along with murder.
Please, my friend, help me out here.
Lenny, it might be better you rest in your room first. Yes, please. I mean, if Gustav is around here with all these explosives...
Dann meldet es doch Berlin. Sie haben Gustav umgebracht. Sollen Sie Hermann umbringen? Sollen Sie uns einfach alle gleich umbringen?
Leni.
Lassen Sie uns doch einfach alle umbringen. Ich will in dieser kranken Welt nicht mehr leben.
If he is alive, the crew will find him.
Her ser den siste posisjonen som jeg fikk. 98 grader øst mot rendezvous.
Rendezvous med hvem?
Jeg vet ikke.
Vi befinner oss i et stort øppet område. Hvor står det etter andre kontakt?
Kanskje vi skal høre hva de har å si, da? Jeg sa jo at jeg ikke stoler på russerne. Det har jeg aldri gjort.
Det går ikke få meg bare prate.
Har du peiling på dieselmotorer?
Du vet vi skal synke?
Ja, det burde vel få tungeballen deres på bli. Se der, jakter på maskinen.
Leni. Leni, warum hast du die Tür abgeschlossen? Leni, verstehst du denn nicht? Ich will doch nur dein Bestes. Leni? Leni! Leni! Mein Gott, Leni!
Bitte! Bitte! Beruhige dich! Beruhige dich! Bitte! Oh. Was tust du? Was habe ich getan? Meine kleine, wunderbare Leni. Ich liebe dich. Ich hab dich immer geliebt. Bitte, vergib mir. Vergib mir. Bitte. Entschuldige bitte, Leni. Das wollte ich nicht. Lass uns das alles vergessen. Ja? Lass uns die letzten 24 Stunden einfach vergessen. Was machen wir denn jetzt? Wie fühlst du dich?
Wie eine erpresste deutsche Frau, die gerade versucht hat, sich das Leben zu nehmen. Und zusammen mit einem Psychopathen nach einem Schiff am Nordpol gefangen ist.
Da wunderst du dich, dass sich die Männer in dich verlieben. Wenn ich nur wüsste, was es heißt, das Richtige zu tun, richtig oder falsch, wer kann das schon sagen?
Wer kann es nur von uns verlangen? Welcher Mensch hat das Recht, jemanden zu verurteilen, der gegen seinen Willen in dieses grauenvolle Chaos geraten ist?
Die Nachwelt wird das tun.
Das glaube ich auch. Sie waren nicht hier.
Пожалуйста, доктор, проходите.
Oh, you again.
I thought we might fancy some food.
Not if you've made it.
I'm sorry about this, Martin.
You're a breathtaking actor, Terence. You really are.
Why don't you join us?
I'm a human being.
You don't think I have a heart?
Well, let's just say that's not the organ that springs to mind when I think of you.
I didn't want it to be like this.
The culmination of your entire life.
Nothing about my life, Martin! And even if you did, you're so sickeningly like my listless parents! They prepared me from the age of 6 to change the world. It's quite a challenge for a young man. Forced me to plough through the works of Marx, Lenin, Russian and Gauls. I won't bore you with the entire story.
It's a bit too late for that.
German people are really and sincerely trying to accomplish something. My God, can't you see that? The sun is rising in Berlin.
And bringing out all the reptiles.
Give me no choice.
Choices are not given, Terence. They're made. I'm more than ready for this. But you, Terence, you haven't even got started. Huh.
Martin, what have you done?
Мистер Уотерспун, в чем дело?
Да. Cheerio, Martin. Пошли. Нужно в другом месте.
Тихим ходом можем идти. Машина 30%.
Хорошо, понимаю. Машина капут. Men fix. Så, в порядке, профессор?
Pardon?
Så, в порядке.
Also, hier, Dings. Bauchschmerzen.
Det var en jävlig som skravla gick här nu då. Mm.
Det är knop ungefär 2 timmar. Jag ska ha igång med U27.
En ubåt?
Exakt här.
Ja, Chinovskijodden.
Chinovskijodden.
Ja, det är ett bra sted att söka ly. Det har jag brukt själv flera gånger.
Här ligger målet.
Och det är?
Robin.
Åh, herregud.
Det brittiska slagskeppet.
När vi förlot Barentsburg så gick det rykter om att vi har blivit sett här uppe.
Det var kanske därför vi såg det tyska planet också. Men vänta lite, vänta. Ja, det förklarar ju resten. Brittiskt understöd från Scapa-Flyer minst 50 timmar bort. Jagarna gör 26 knop. 283 grader väst. GME. GME.
GME, gutten min, betyr godt mitt euch. Da forventer jeg at vi skal svare mitt euch auch, som er en gudfryktig liten morsomhet blant tyske ubåter.
Open bar, 2 o'clock. What a beautiful sight, among friends at last. They want us to come in together. Stubado!
Yes, confirmed. That will probably be the best thing we can.
Простите, мисс Рюм, вам нельзя покидать каюту.
But I saw Mr. de Geer.
Где?
Yeah, Mr. de Geer, out there, over there.
Det er fortsatt en ting jeg ikke skjønner. Altså at de må sette inn 2 jagere for å senke hund, det er høyst forståelig, men hva faen er det de skal bruke oss til? Et lite fartøy som vårt.
Что это? Мне казалось, я увидел, что это выпадает сюда. Так, мы здесь будет надо.
Det er noe mot i helvete søk om oss vekk herfra.
Vänta. Hurd ligger här. Hur djupt är det här sundet?
Ja, det er ganske grunt. 45-50 fot eller noe sånt.
Och hur mycket vatten behöver Hurd under kölen?
Jeg vet ikke, jeg er bare kaptein på den skuta her.
Ungefär.
35 fot eller noe sånt.
Och hur ser klipporna vid sundet ut?
Altså, hva skal jeg si? Altså, det er veldig spesielle klipper. Man ser det som tårn eller soltopper som er helt gjennomboret av gamle gruvesjakter.
Jag förstår, ska man svensk helvete. Explosion, berget faller, sundet stängt.
Det er en bra plan. Det skal tyskerne ha. Hud innestengt i vika som sild i et tønne. Men kan man virkelig sprenge i stykker et helt fjell på den måten?
Jag kan. Tyvärr.
Mr. Winter? Martin? What happened?
The bastard shot me.
What bastard?
Terrence, of course.
Terrence?
That's the downside of pacifism. It only takes one bastard to ruin it. Saved by Friedrich and your Führer's generosity.
You should eat.
Шеф! Позор правого буртия подработает. Это саботаж, но это добро всякую проводом.
Damn sweet! Terrence, no! Listen, you promised Laney not to hurt him. It might be better I call Berlin and ask Major Knecht.
Why would you do that?
He should tell us what to do.
This is Wolf. God's sake. I think it's every man for himself.
By the way, where's Martin?
In his cabin. Don't you believe me? On my honor, Martin is in his cabin, resting.
I believe my own eyes.
Professor Mann, I think we should check on Dr. Röll.
Yeah? Can I help you?
I just wanted to see that you're all right. Good. Good. Gut.
Kann ich dir noch etwas bringen?
Nein, danke. Ist alles okay. Danke. Alles gut.
Wir haben es bald geschafft.
my guest.
Don't trust anyone, can you?
себе дымом. Не выдать дымом, понял? Стоп, машина, отдать якорь.
Did you see my... Oh, there it is.
You could have been killed.
You too. Better idea was to blast away that cliff. It's a lot clearer than the inlet. 2 German destroyers are on the way. They can cruise back and forth, 30 knots, and fire at will. The hood will be easy prey, like a fish in a barrel. I think we stand a much better chance on land.
Hello, Martin.
Hello, Clarence.
We could do the hand with the packing.
Terrence, Lenny is one of us.
Are you blind? She knocked out one of the crew. Если с ними будут проблемы, стреляй.
Давай, капитан, давай.
А сейчас wieder der осторожно берегите его.
Wer bist du, Friedrich?
Yes. I used to salute her in Portsmouth when I was a child. The hood has a crew of over 1,200 men.
How do you feel about that? They are your fellow countrymen.
In the new age, the bravest crime is to abandon one's destiny.
готово, начальник. Заряды на местах и все шнуры подтянуты к взрывателям.
Moment of truth for you.
You really know what you're dealing with, Terence?
Man's got a point. I'm not as skilled with explosives and advanced sequences as you are. So again, I plead with you. Help us. Help us to save German lives.
You mean help the destroyers slaughter the hood?
Destroyers? What are you talking about?
Two German destroyers are on the way. And when the hood is locked in that bay, they will send it to the bottom, soaked in British blood.
I'm asking you for the last time, for the sake of a new world, for the sake of her.
Wie konnte ich nur so naiv sein?
The scientists' intervention in this war ends here and now. Terence, why didn't you tell me?
About destroyers and the realities of war. Berlin didn't either because they suspected you wouldn't go through with it. Look at you. You proved us both right. Friedrich, is this something you're really prepared to die for?
Осторожно!
I was prepared to kill Professor Mann.
What's the difference? We'll be killed in the blast anyway.
Not at all. The explosives are at least 50 feet above our heads. You'll be safe down here. Set it for 8 minutes. You've done the right thing. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must prevent you from doing the wrong thing. At moments like these, you always imagine yourself saying something wise, memorable. My mind's gone blank.
Gustav. No. Anyone.
My hands are already asleep.
Captain. Oh, come on, Captain. Come on. Shape up. Captain. It's goodbye then. Let's get the hell out of here. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. this?
Can't you shut down your own bastard?
Hey, come on, let's leave.
Come on!
No! Move that! Keep moving! This way!
Look at it! A perfect zero count. Look, we found it.
Leave it! But this is what we came for! Are we not safe here? Nej, förhindra det! Leave it!
Destination sequence and the cliff fall the other way. Killed all those men.
What else could you have done, Gustav? It's war.
History will make it right for the survivors. It always has. Let's run towards the hood.
I've been looking for a Celia, Captain, for 16 years. And then along comes a Swede with his brilliant invention.
Sorry.
Yeah, 16 years, Gustav. That's as long as you've been wearing long trousers.
Look, I know. There's no chance we'll make it to the hood.
What if we do? One of us might be a prisoner of war, and if we rest on our oars, then maybe three of us will.
What are you saying? We'll end up in a prisoner of war camp?
Maybe not. After all, we're just two scientists and a seaman who've just lost their ship in a tragic accident.
That's our story, sure. What her's going to sound like?
Lenny's with us.
Forgive me, Gustav. And the rest of you too.
What would you have done?
Exactly the same.
Gustav, say something. Only one other man has said that in my life before. Gustav. Say what you've got to say until after the war. Who knows? Maybe it will only last a few weeks.
Captain Krüger, würden Sie bitte...
Alle anderen sind tot. Der Engländer hat aus Versehen unser Boot gesprengt. Die Meerenge ist noch offen. Ich bin Leni Röhm. Ich nehme an, Sie haben von mir gehört.
Professor Friedrich Mann? Dr. Waterspoon?
Tot. Sie sind beide tot.
Und die?
Die einzigen armen Kreaturen, die überlebt haben. Der Captain und 2 meiner geschätzten Kollegen. Einer der Engländer und ein Schwede.
Die kommen auch mit.
Sind Sie verrückt? Sie können keinen norwegischen Zivilisten und 2 Wissenschaftler festhalten.
Männer!
Major Dieter Knecht war sehr deutlich in diesem Punkt. Lieutenant Waterspoon sollte nach Berlin gebracht werden.
Wann haben Sie das letzte Mal mit Major Knecht gesprochen?
Meinen Sie, wir sollten das hier und jetzt besprechen? Ich übernehme die volle Verantwortung.
Klar machen zum Abtauchen. Wir müssen weg hier. Schnell! Na los, 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 los! Beeilung! Na los! Männer! Beeilung!
You know what, Gustav? Laney's theory that we're all descended from the stars, which you were so quick to accept, must at this point be completely disproved. I mean, if that were the case, how could all this infinite amount of magical stardust only manage to produce such a negligible amount of goodness in all of us? Saved our lives. Yeah. She really is an enemy to die for. Quite a human being.
Yes. Just like me.